another topic is there's been a lot on this, to be fair. Now this is about kickboxers, so main style kickboxers jumping into the UFC and their success rate, or just in
I wouldn't
MMA,
MMA. I wouldn't say UFC.
Yeah, just jumping into MMA.
How the skills transfer.
Yeah,
I think this is just a prime example of the difference between MMA gloves and just boxing gloves. So it's like certain things you can do, how you can take damage. Okay. Yeah, so, and what you saw, Gokhan Saki, I'd say he got a bit overconfident with his kickboxing skills, and certain things you can take. So there's just a basic count. Now when you throw a low kick, you shoot a straight right out the middle or straight left, depending on which stance you are.
Oh yeah, that's
and Khalil Roundtree just caught him, and it was purely just he didn't take his head off the center line. Just got a bit too comfortable. Thought, oh, this guy's not going to counter me. I'm a much better kickboxer. Threw a low kick, didn't take his head off center line, and just got caught straight down the pipe.
I mean, yeah, for those of you who don't know Gokhan Saki, he was apparently a very, very high level, very gifted, high level and gifted kickboxer. Apparently very technically sound, but got caught down the middle, so it can happen. I don't know, do you think it was complacency, or do you think... if that fight again, do you think you...
Oh yeah, he could definitely win that fight. Definitely.
So it's just more complex.
Yeah, just more complex. And it's MMA glove. MMA is very unforgiving, especially with the small gloves. So you can't. Certain shots you could roll, you could take on the forehead. They'll just rattle your brain, and then if you haven't got the skills on the ground. So even on the ground, when Khalil kind of just held him down and just hammer fisted him, he looked like he was panicking a bit. Obviously, he was rocked, rattled, concussed, but
he didn't have the natural drilling to be able to go, to defend himself.
Not even natural drilling. He doesn't have the experience or skill set. He's not a ground guy.
Yeah. But I mean, when you're jumping into MMA, I feel like you should at least have some form of ground.
Yeah, you really should. But what you'll find is when strikers are very high level, even when they do MMA sparring, they've got such a high level in striking that they can keep it on the feet, and they very rarely get taken down in training. So they kind of get comfortable with just playing the stand-up game. But that's why you need guys that test you in training. Will take you down, put you in deep waters. You can't just be just having fun sparring sessions where you just...
Okay, and now on the flip side to Gokhan Saki, we've got Adesanya, who seems to be relishing within MMA now. I mean,
but no. Let's look at how he done it. Built himself outside the UFC.
He did.
Didn't run the UFC.
Gokhan Saki just jumped straight in to
basically,
UFC.
Yeah, he didn't really have much MMA fights outside, I think. So yeah, Adesanya, he built himself up for years. So that's what he said in interviews, like, listen, the UFC have been calling my name. They know exactly who I am. People act like they don't know who Stylebender is. He's been destroying people outside. He's fought Russians, Americans, people from all over the world, all different styles. He's fought wrestlers. So he's had very good experience in MMA before he comes into the UFC. It's not really the skill level of the UFC. It's the variation in skills. So there's wrestlers. You need to make sure you're ready to fight wrestlers. Ready to fight jiu-jitsu people.
Just neutralizing. I think there's only so many high level wrestlers which will give you the problems regardless. So for instance, DC, he will give a lot of
Usman.
people who can deal with most wrestlers just trouble still.
Usman.
Usman.
Khabib.
Yeah, Usman. Adesanya,
Khabib.
Usman.
As well.
Them two, the Nigerian dons doing their thing. There are. I think there's levels, but like I said, I think Adesanya's done it the right way, and I feel like he's. It looks like he's concentrating on other areas a lot more as well.
Yeah, he is. I see him going for Imanari roles. I'm thinking, whoa, he's going for even the way his cage defense.
His I'll say shot selection, but also just he's always using his different things, like going for that. What's it called?
Imanari role.
Minari role.
He seems like a very selected and like he selects his shots and very composed.
Sets them up very composed.
composed
The striking is definitely high level.
yeah.
And when we're talking about MMA, that's high level striking. Adesanya, he sets up shots.
Yeah,
And you can see,
it's got very good hands. I feel like there's a lot of kickboxers who have kind of good kick setups, but their hands
Are very lacking. Yeah,
they don't have.
they're lacking in the boxing
But
department.
Adesanya,
you can tell he respects every
art.
of fighting.
Yeah, well, he's the style bender. So
That's what they call him, the style bender, I suppose.
Trust me.
he has good eyes, good fighting eyes. The Sharingan.